ultimate guide to emergency hygiene kits. When disaster strikes, clean water and food might be your first concerns, but what about staying clean? I learned this lesson the hard way during a 3-day power outage after a hurricane hit our area. By day 2, I was desperate for a shower, and by day 3, my family was desperate for me to have one too. That's when I realized that an emergency hygiene kit isn't just a luxury, it's absolutely essential. Out in the wild, we face all sorts of challenges: scorching sun, freezing nights, and let's not forget those pesky mosquitoes. But you know what can make a tough situation even tougher? Poor hygiene. It's not just about feeling fresh, it's about staying healthy. Trust me, the last thing you want in a survival situation is an infection or illness slowing you down. That's why in this video we're going to tackle hygiene head-on. We'll build the ultimate emergency hygiene kit together, covering everything you need to stay clean, healthy, and feeling human, no matter what life throws your way. So let's get started. All right, let's kick things off with a true essential hand sanitizer. In a crisis, your hands touch all sorts of things, and trust me, you don't want to know what's crawling around out there. We're talking about bacteria and viruses that can take you down faster than a flash flood. Look for a hand sanitizer with at least 60% alcohol content. That's the magic number for killing those nasty germs. I like to keep a big bottle in my main kit for general use and then stash smaller, travel-sized ones in my pockets, backpack, and even my vehicle. Remember, keeping your hands clean is your first line of defense against illness, especially when soap and water are scarce. It's a simple habit that can make a world of difference in a survival situation. So make sure you've got plenty of hand sanitizer on hand. It's like having a portable sink in your pocket. Now, while hand sanitizer is great for on the go, you'll want something a bit more substantial for a proper wash. That's where a good, multi-purpose, biodegradable soap comes in handy. My go-to is Dr. Bronner's Pure Castile Liquid Soap. This stuff is like the Swiss Army knife of soaps. You can use it for everything: washing your body, cleaning your dishes, even doing laundry in a pinch. Plus, it's concentrated, so a little goes a long way, and it's biodegradable, meaning it won't harm the environment when you wash it away. We always want to leave no trace, even in a survival situation. Trust me, having a versatile soap like this in your kit will make you feel like you're back in civilization, even when you're miles from the nearest shower. Let's face it, sometimes a splash of water just won't cut it. When you're out in the elements, things can get a little ripe, and that's where wet wipes or body wipes come in handy. These are a lifesaver for those times when you can't take a proper shower. Look for biodegradable options like Surviveware biodegradable wet wipes, which are specifically designed for full body cleaning without rinsing. If you're tight on space, which is often the case in a survival situation, you can always repackage a smaller quantity into a Ziploc bag. Remember, staying clean is about more than just feeling fresh. It's about preventing infections and maintaining your morale. And trust me, a quick wipe down can work wonders for your mood when you're feeling grimy and exhausted. Chapter 4. You might be in survival mode, but that doesn't mean you can neglect your dental hygiene. A toothache can be debilitating, and trust me, you don't want to be caught in the wilderness with a throbbing molar. Pack a toothbrush with a cover to keep it clean and toothpaste in travel size. Toothpaste tablets are also a great option. They're compact, lightweight, and don't count as liquids when you're flying or packing light. Remember, good dental hygiene is essential for your overall health, even in an emergency. Plus, a fresh mouth can boost your spirits and make you feel more human when things are tough. So don't forget your toothbrush and toothpaste. Your smile will thank you for it. Chapter 5. Now, you might think dental floss is just for your teeth, but out in the wild it becomes a multi-purpose tool. Sure, it's essential for keeping your pearly whites clean, but it's also incredibly strong and versatile. I've used dental floss for everything from repairing gear to securing shelters. It can act as a makeshift fishing line, a strong thread for sewing, or even a cutting tool for soft foods. The possibilities are endless with a bit of creativity. So don't underestimate the power of dental floss in a survival situation. Pack a few extra meters in your kit. You never know when it might come in handy. Chapter 6. When you're packing light, every ounce counts, and that's why I love microfiber towels. These things are incredibly compact and lightweight, but they pack a punch when it comes to absorbency. A quick dry microfiber towel takes up minimal space but provides maximum functionality. You can use it for drying off after using wet wipes, as a washcloth with your biodegradable soap, or even as a makeshift filter in certain situations. I've even used a damp microfiber towel to cool down in scorching heat. Just soak it in water, wring it out, and drape it over your head or neck for instant relief. Trust me, a microfiber towel is worth its weight in gold in a survival situation. Chapter 7. Now I know what you're thinking, deodorant in a survival situation. Believe me, it matters. Strong body odor can attract unwanted attention from wildlife, and it can also affect the morale of your group. A small, solid deodorant stick will help you feel fresh and reduce body odor when regular bathing isn't possible. Look for unscented options if you're concerned about attracting insects or wildlife. Remember, staying discreet and blending in with your surroundings is crucial in many survival situations. And trust me, a little deodorant can go a long way in keeping you under the radar. So don't forget to pack a stick. Your nose and your companions will thank you for it. Chapter 8. Now this one's especially important for women, but it's something everyone should consider including in their emergency kit. Being caught off guard during an emergency is never ideal, especially when it comes to feminine hygiene. Pack a supply of your preferred products based on your needs. Consider including tampons or pads, a menstrual cup, disposal bags, and pain relievers for cramps. Even if you don't personally need these items, including them in your family kit ensures you're prepared to help others who might. Remember, being prepared for any situation is crucial in an emergency, and that includes being prepared for the unexpected. For the full survival guide, visit aatfsurvivalguide.com/D9A78D9. The link is in the description or comments. Chapter 9. Let's talk about sanitation, folks. When nature calls in the wilderness, you need to be prepared. Toilet paper is an obvious essential, but it's crucial to keep it dry and protected from the elements. Pack a roll of toilet paper in a waterproof container or bag to prevent it from getting wet. Compact rolls designed for camping work well. And don't forget about disposal bags. Small plastic bags are essential for proper disposal of used toilet paper and other hygiene waste when plumbing isn't available. Remember, we want to leave no trace of our presence in the wilderness, and that includes properly disposing of our waste. So be prepared and pack accordingly. Chapter 10. Waterless shampoo, fresh hair, no water needed. Now let's talk about hair care. When water is scarce, washing your hair might seem like a luxury, but trust me, it can make a world of difference for your morale. Products like no-rinse shampoo allow you to clean your hair without water. Simply apply it to your scalp, massage it through your hair, and towel dry. It's a game changer for feeling fresh and clean even when you're miles from a shower. Plus, it can help prevent scalp irritation and itchiness, which can be a real nuisance in a survival situation. So, don't underestimate the power of a good waterless shampoo. It's a small luxury that can make a big difference. Chapter 11. Nail clippers, small tool, big impact. You might think nail clippers are insignificant, but trust me, keeping your nails trimmed is about more than just aesthetics. Long nails can harbor dirt and bacteria, increasing your risk of infection. Plus, they can easily tear or break, which can be painful and debilitating in a survival situation. Pack a small nail clipper and file in your kit. The clipper will keep your nails trimmed, and the file will smooth out any sharp edges that could snag on clothing or gear. It's a small detail that can make a big difference for your health and comfort. Razor and mirror, more than just vanity. Now, you might think a razor and mirror are purely for vanity, but in a survival situation, they can serve practical purposes as well. A compact mirror is essential for checking for injuries in hard-to-see areas, like behind your ear or on your back. It can also be used for signaling for help by reflecting sunlight. And while a disposable razor is great for maintaining your preferred level of facial or body hair grooming, it can also be used for other tasks like cutting bandages or preparing tinder for a fire. Remember, in a survival situation, it's important to be resourceful and adaptable, and that includes finding multiple uses for everyday items. The elements can be harsh on your skin, especially your lips. Sun, wind, and cold can all take their toll, leading to chapping, cracking, and even burns. That's why a good lip balm with SPF protection is essential for any emergency kit. Look for a balm with at least SPF 15 to protect your lips from the sun's harmful rays. And don't forget, lip balm can also be used to soothe minor cuts and burns, providing a protective barrier against infection. It's a small but mighty item that deserves a spot in your kit. Now this one's crucial. Never forget your personal medications and any specific hygiene needs you might have. If you wear contacts, pack a small bottle of contact solution and an extra pair of contacts or glasses. If you take prescription medications, ensure you have at least a 7-day supply in your kit. And don't forget any specific personal hygiene items you use daily, like lotion for sensitive skin or specialized hair products. Remember, your health is paramount in a survival situation, so be prepared and pack accordingly. We've covered a lot of ground here, and you're probably thinking, how am I going to fit all this in my kit? Well, that's where a good waterproof storage container comes in. Invest in a quality waterproof bag or container that's large enough to hold all your essential hygiene items. Look for options with multiple compartments to keep things organized and easily accessible. You can find waterproof bags and containers at most sporting goods stores or online. Choose one that's durable, reliable, and easy to carry. Remember, your hygiene kit is only as good as its ability to protect its contents from the elements. So, choose your storage wisely. So there you have it, folks, the ultimate guide to building an emergency hygiene kit. Remember, staying clean in a crisis isn't about vanity, it's about survival. It's about maintaining your physical health, boosting your morale, and feeling human even in the most challenging situations. Start with the basics, personalize your kit to your needs, and most importantly, be prepared. Because when disaster strikes, you'll be glad you took the time to pack for every eventuality. For the full survival guide, visit aatiefsurvivalguide.com/D9A78D9. The link is in the description or comments.